I think what worked for us is that you're a good story. Okay. Sometimes we have so much presentations, so much gizmos on all kinds of different things, but the winning story of this business makes a difference. So when you tell your story from the heart and people don't actually see you in person, what people see is your heart. They hear your heart and they see your heart. And if you're sincere and honest to what your vision is and what's your purpose, why you're doing it, the rest is immaterial. Okay. Speak from the heart, be honest, and don't overdo it. Okay. Do not reinvent the wheels. The roadmap is already here. We are here to grow and just focus more on your vision. What is it that you want? And if you do that, it's like getting in a car. You have to know where you're going. Okay, so in this business, I say, before you can achieve your dream, you got to believe it first. You got to see it that's actually there for you to get it. And if you don't believe that, maybe you need to look at the mirror and say, what is it that I like to do? So let me tell you a short story how I joined the business. Okay, so 40 years of medical field working for Kaiser Permanente. With all the credentials that I achieved in life. And in 2019, when I suffered a massive setback of my life, I have a severe stenosis of my spinal cord. Over the last 4 years, what I did was help people get better. I work in interventional radiology where we actually do surgery on people. You know, and most people will say that the doctors are actually next to God, but that's not true. God is always the reason why we are healed, why we get better in our surgery. So before surgery, I actually pray that God would be here with us to deliver and to do the right thing for the patient. That's first thing that we do. Same thing in our business. You wake up in the morning, you thank God that whoever you go and the people you face in front of you, make sure that they understand and they know your heart more than anything else. Now, I'm 6 years shy from being retired from Kaiser. So in the US, at 65, you can actually enjoy your retirement. So my plan after retirement is to be able to spend some time with my wife, go places we love to go, and do the things that I love to go. I love to do. I love to bike. I love to do a lot of things. And if you want to know what I do everything under the sun pretty much. I can cut hair. I'm a tailor. I'm a choir director. I can do pretty much everything at home, from electrical to woodwork to doing refrigerators and computers and whatnot. So God gave me all that talent. But like I said, after 40 years of working, I hurt my back. And as a result, I lost my strength from waist down. I could not walk. I had to take a lot of medication for me to even do anything. So as a result, after 4 years of drinking painkillers and doing all the therapies, acupunctures and epidurals, when I took my blood test after 4 years, my creatinine went up to 8.2. My A1C went up to 10 almost. And I was about to go to dialysis. And the journey in the last 4 years of physical pain is that what really bothered me. What bothered me is my mental pain. I had anxiety and depression. Now you imagine working for 40 years, you would think after 6 years, you'll be able to retire from your job and be able to enjoy your life and your family. Now look, I am after all of that, I'm sitting here on my couch. This is the couch I sit every day when my wife goes to work. as little as she know about my condition, I can't even get up to go to the bathroom. And simply have to wear diapers, you know. And then when I know when my wife is actually about to come home, of course, I'm already on medication. I'll be able to stand and get up and put on a smile on my wife's face just to tell her that I'm okay. But deep inside of me, I'm not okay. So my spinal surgeon says, I'm gonna be on a wheelchair for life. But I was bargaining to God. I don't know why every time I talk about this, I get emotional. It's that I'm begging, bargaining to God that when I was 5 years old, He called me. I became an altar boy when I was 5. Became a choir director when I was in high school. I came to America when I was 19 with no certainty of any future or anything. But God always lighted my path to show me exactly where to go. And I ended up in a hospital where the things that I do there that I love to go, I love to do. And it's a very exciting job and very gratifying. So after 4 years, there was a guy who knocked on my door and gave me this device. This is the same box originally 14 months ago when it appeared in front of me. Of course, the device is already here, ready to go, but this is the box that I got from the guy. It's a friend of mine. He knows I was sick. He knows my condition. And he told me that this device could heal me. And of course, I was skeptical. I could not believe a blower can actually heal my body. And I said, I have more expensive blower than that. My wife has one upstairs. And then he said, could you explain to me the science of that? And he says, I don't know, because I just heard this lady speak and I bought it and I'm bringing it to you. Maybe this is something that you can use to help your condition. So, and he says, just use it for 20 minutes, 2 minutes on your hand, 2 minutes on your feet, knees, your back, your neck and shoulder. So the night before I went to bed, I also had arthritis on my hands. I had plantar fasciitis. I had sciatica on both of my butt cheek. I have the knee pain, shoulder pain, and neck pain, and arthritis. In the morning, I could not open my fingers at all. But after using this for 20 minutes, drinking the charged water, I woke up the next day, my hands were completely healed. And I said, what do you call that? And in my case, it got to be a miracle. I mean, what else I could think of? You use it for 20 minutes and then my arthritis were gone. So I figured if I use this once, twice, or 3 times a day, I figured I can heal better. And I did that. And as I started using this every day, I feel like I was getting better. I could stand longer, I could sit longer, and I don't have to take too much of my medication. So after 4 months of using it, I was completely pain-free and medication-free. And I made a promise to God that this is the device that could heal me. I would share it to a lot of people. So being a choir director, I went back to church. There was the time of COVID. And some of the people that I knew who could use this device were not there anymore. They're at home. They can't walk. They are in a wheelchair. They're in a walker. So I start knocking on their door. Now I'm the one knocking on people's door now with my device. About 6 people every day. I would drive to places and start doing their therapy. And after 4 weeks, these old folks are back in the church with no cane and no wheelchair. So I knew that this device is the most powerful device in the world, hands down. Even if I don't join the business, I would still share this device because I'm not after the money. I'm after the people I can touch and share the device. Today, let me go back a little bit. In 1 month, I was able to sell 50 of this, 50 pieces. And the lady said, you know what? If you're good on selling this or you're good at sharing this, why don't you join the business? And I said, no, I don't have really much time. I want to work with my own time, my own, when I can and when I cannot, at least it's my own call. But Atenida is here. Where's Atenida?
Wow.
Thank
She
you.
actually encouraged me to join. And she says to me, Pete, if you join, I will join. Atenida and Kuya Arman, they don't need to join. They don't need the money to. They
Wow.
don't need more
Wow.
money, but they understand that they are here for a journey of healing to help other people as well.
Wow.
And
Thank you,
finally, after so many months
Doc.
that we were able to join the business. And then now 13, 14 months later, I have about 360 diamonds under me.